Good evening. It is February 9th, 2026. Welcome to Oakwood Board of Education. Ms. Sauber, call the roll, please.
Ms. DiLorenzo. Here. Ms. Kawai. Mr. Ryder Garcia.
Here.
Mr. Wilson.
Here.
Dr. Middleton.
Here. Thank you. Can I get a motion to adopt the agenda, please?
Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. Kawai. Mr. Ryder Garcia.
Aye.
Ms. DiLorenzo. Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. And can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting?
So moved.
Second. Ms. Sauber?
Mr. Ryder Garcia.
Aye.
Ms. Kawai. Ms. DiLorenzo. Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. That brings us to item 2, reports and public comments. Dr. Gupta?
Yes, good evening. Before I start with my report, I just want to share something over the weekend. As you know from an email that I had sent, we had some unfortunate news of the passing of one of our students, Jack Teamer, a 12th grade student that attended Oakwood High School and then was part of a program over at Kettering with the Career Center. And very tragic accident, and our hearts go out as a school community to the family, to the friends, to our staff that have all been impacted. You know, I think the thing that I love about being in a small community is just how tight knit it is when we're able to celebrate things, and then when something like this happens, it really hits us hard. And it's a tough day today, and I appreciate our staff, appreciate Principal Salyer. And we had a lot of crisis team partners that were put in place in addition to our counselors and SEL team. And, you know, it's tough. But I just thought a moment of silence, I think, if we get to do that for a little bit, and then we'll proceed with the meeting. Amen. It's difficult to transition to a meeting after that. I'll try to do my best, and we'll still be keep our prayers with the family. You'll see later in the agenda that I'm asking for a change with the 2026-27 school year calendar. So in addition to voting on the 27-28 school year calendar, there are two of them, but I want to make sure as you see the 26-27 year calendar, we had adopted that, but we're making a specific date change to the Spring Professional Development Day. We're moving it from April 26th to March 19th. Our students should be happy about that because then it coincides with spring break. It makes spring break a little bit longer rather than having a random day in May. So pass that along to everybody else. Here's the rationale. There's two reasons for it. Testing integrity, as we looked at the testing calendar, that day that we would have had in April will fall right within state testing window. It kind of creates a little bit of a disruption to the flow of testing. So what we're doing is essentially moving it out of the testing window, and again, to my thought is moving it over to a place that might align better with families. Also, we've looked at the 27-28 calendar, and it aligns the same way. So it's not like we're going to make another mistake, and I'll be coming back to you again later for that. But we'll be able to have those. So that's just awareness for now that you'll see that later in the agenda for approval. The second one is to talk about student safety. I love part of my day, sometimes not when it's cold, I'll admit, but when it's warmer weather, I love seeing our students arrive in the mornings. It's a neat thing to see them come in from all directions and come into school, and they're excited. That's amazing. I think about safety though, and I think about the continued parts that come along with that. We've done some changes as we came back from holiday break at Harmon Elementary School that mimic Smith Elementary with no turns, at the morning, or I guess during the daytime. And that's, I think, has helped. We're seeing some appreciation for that. I use that phrase, safety is not convenient. Like sometimes you might go, but that's not convenient, I've got to drive an extra block. Well, safety is not always convenient. And one of the things else that I'm constantly think about, and I think as a community we're starting to have some conversations about those e-bikes. And again, just trying to teach families. We talk to kids all the time, but just asking for parents to be partners with us on just the idea about distractions and their speed as they're going through the streets, obeying the signs that go along with that. It's just sometimes those e-bikes are able to go really, really fast, and just making sure that they're cognizant of those things. Maybe getting off them when they're I know that's difficult, but in the intersections to cross just makes it a lot more safe, especially in the morning when it's still dark outside. So just asking for support on those things with our families. It is something I'm seeing in other districts of some accidents that are taking place, especially around the school zones, and so just asking families to kind of help with that. And we're obviously doing our best to add layers of safety along with that. Another note is AP Honor Roll, Advanced Placement Honor Roll. The Advanced Placement puts a award of distinction together, and they have criteria that go along with that. They look at different things as far as building a college-going culture, helping students earn college credit, and ensuring students are prepared for the rigor of higher education. We currently offer 18 AP courses. I say the phrase when I'm out to other communities, when I first say that we've got about 2,000 students, but we've got 18 AP courses. We punch above our weight, and our kids do a great job of doing that. And so there are designation in different levels. We achieved for the third year in a row the gold distinction, and that is a big deal. That says that we're not gatekeeping students going into AP classes, but we're increasing the enrollment in our classes, and kids are doing well, which means they're prepared for things beyond high school. And so it's just a great testament to our kids, but also specifically our teachers also. So I thought I'd pause and kind of share that with everybody else. Finally, I think the reason why we've got a crowd here today is we got some great news to share. So I'd like to introduce Maria Beecher, one of our trustees with the Oakwood Schools Foundation, to go to the podium to provide and present a check through Philanthropy 101 for two organizations that they help support.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta. My name is Maria Beecher, and I am an Oakwood Schools Foundation trustee and the co-chairperson on the Grants Committee, along with Dory Spalding and our newest board member, Mindy Wardell. Each year, I have the privilege of working with Oakwood High School business education teacher Natalie Johnston and her dedicated Wall Street 101 students on Philanthropy 101. This program is made possible by the generosity of OSF's dedicated philanthropy ambassadors and donors, tasked students with going out into the community to select local nonprofits for an in-depth analysis and study. Representatives from the selected nonprofits visit Ms. Johnston's class to present and discuss their work, allowing students to gain an understanding of the organization's mission, finances, struggles, and success. Students then visit these organizations to gain hands-on experience and learn about the day-to-day work that goes into making these nonprofits and charities work. Finally, students prepare and deliver presentations about their findings, which determine both their final exam score and the amount of funding that each organization receives. This year, the organizations that were selected by the students were the Dayton Dream Center, Kids in New Directions, Special Olympics Ohio, and Target Dayton Ministries. While all the students did a phenomenal job on researching, visiting, and presenting their findings on these organizations, students with the Special Olympics Ohio and Target Dayton Ministries groups received top marks from our judges, with Special Olympics Ohio receiving $2,000 in award and Target Dayton receiving $2,500. I'd like to ask the representatives from these organizations and their student groups to stand for a round of applause. Thank you. As a result of significant outreach from our development trustees and the sustaining annual support from our Philanthropy 101 ambassadors, for which we are very grateful, Oakwood Schools Foundation granted a record $8,000 in total to the 4 participating organizations this year. Now I'd like everyone to come forward for a quick photo for the paper. all together?
Do you want me here? I can slide it back through.
And now Dory Spalding is going to announce the Oakwood Schools Foundation grant cycle for the winter.
Thank you, Maria. Oakwood Schools Foundation, along with the Oakwood Fine Arts Boosters, the PTOs from Smith, Harmon, and the junior and senior high schools collaborated for the 2026 winter grant cycle to support 7 new teacher-led initiatives with more than $25,000 in combined support for our schools. These grants, which include a new horizontal climbing wall, funding for a 5th grade art club, a recording sound booth, a human brain model, and an innovative high five experience, all seek to enhance the education of Oakwood students and furthers our mission to honor and celebrate the multi-generational legacy and impact of the Oakwood community's commitment to excellence in education. I'm also delighted to announce an ongoing gift from an anonymous donor, which will support grants for special education throughout the district. This grant and financial support from each school's PTO made possible the funding of 2 grants totaling almost $7,000 in needed equipment, which will be shared throughout the district, benefiting students for years to come. We at the Oakwood Schools Foundation are deeply grateful for the care and generosity of our donors and partner organizations who come together to ensure our schools are the best they can be. Oakwood is an incredible community because of our ability to collaborate between community groups and come together to dedicate resources that support innovation and enhancements for our students and teachers. It is my honor to present this check to the Oakwood City School Board. One more.
Sorry, here's the other one.
Oh, did I mix them up for the last photo?
No, I didn't. My apologies. I messed your flow up, Mike. I probably messed it up at the first time.
They are. Yes. I gotta see that. Amy, you want to come in here?
Oh, sure.
Okay, and up next we have public comments. We have one person who is making a public comment. It's Rose Lounsbury. Just as a reminder, there's a limit of 3 minutes. Ms. Sauber will be keeping track of that.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I'm Rose Lounsbury, and I live at 222 Wonderly Avenue, and I'm here tonight to introduce myself as a candidate for state representative in Ohio's House District 36, which includes Oakwood, Kettering, Riverside, East Dayton, and downtown Dayton. I am a former public school teacher. I taught middle school language arts at Northmont Schools and also West Carrollton Schools. I'm also the daughter of two retired public school teachers. My dad taught auto mechanics at a career technical high school, and my mom was an art teacher at my high school. Most importantly, I am the proud mom of three public school kids. My 16-year-old triplets are sophomores here at Oakwood, and I couldn't be more thrilled with the excellent public education that they're receiving here. Because of my deep ties to public education, protecting our public schools is absolutely my top priority when I get to Columbus. And I will be blunt with you, I do not think there is an institution in our state that is more under attack than public education. From the Universal Ed Choice Voucher Program to the blurring of the line between church and state to hamstringing your ability to keep cash reserves on hand, our state house has shown time and time again that not only do they not really care what you have to say, but they will personally go on the attack to make your job of educating our future more difficult. And personally, I find that egregious. Public education, public schools, they're our greatest common good. It's the only place where we provide opportunity for all kids, regardless of what they look like, what religion they practice, how they identify themselves, or how much money they have. The work that you do should be applauded, not attacked in Columbus. And unfortunately, that's not what's happening. Just last week, a state rep introduced a bill that would strip all state funding from every public school district that has joined the Vouchers Hurt Ohio lawsuit. That is 330 out of Ohio's 600 school districts. It includes Oakwood. And so when the State House would rather strip funding from over half of our public school kids in order to not have to defend a voucher program that subsidizes private school tuition for the wealthy, it is very clear where their priorities lie. So I want you to know that I'm on your side. I will fight for you. I will be a very, very loud voice for you in Columbus. And I want to thank you for everything you do to support our students and our state's future. And I look forward to representing you in Ohio's 36th district. Thank you.
Up next is board reports. Do we have any board reports? Okay. All right. Moving on to item 4, budget and finance. Turn it over to you, Ms. Auber.
Thank you. Good evening. Item 4A on your agenda tonight is, if you recall at the meeting in January, it was a little too early in our month end for me to have financial reports for you. So for your informational purposes, we have the December 2025 and the January 2026 financial reports included. Again, this is just an informational item. Item 4B is for your consideration for approval. February is the new timeline for us to approve the financial forecast and assumptions. We did review this in our work session, and so for your consideration.
Can I get a motion for item 4B, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on this item? Okay, Ms. Auber?
Ms. DiLorenzo,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi, Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye.
Item 4C, I'll talk about 4C and 4D, but if we could take separate action items, that would be great. 4C and 4D are compliance pieces that we have to file with the county auditor's office. Certificate of estimated resources, which is item 4D, that's the revenue side of the house, and the appropriations is the budget side. We have had the bond sale, and we're setting up our funds for the project, and so we're making changes and large changes to these documents. We also had some grant reallocations that are also incorporated into these changes. Again, these are compliance pieces. We've been talking about the bond sale for quite a while, so this is just kind of finalizing the paperwork.
Okay, so let's start with item 4C. Motion? So moved. Second.
Any discussion on 4C? Okay, Ms. Auber?
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Ms. DiLorenzo,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
And aye. And can I get a motion for 4D, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on 4D? Okay, Ms. Auber?
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Ms. DiLorenzo, Ms. Kawhi, Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Okay, moving on to item 5. Is there any unfinished business by the board? Okay, any new business by the board? Okay. Moving on to item 7, administrative reports and superintendent recommendations.
Yes, number 7, letter A, is just presented for review. It's just informational this month. Next month, I'll be coming for a formal approval with a recommendation. It's the policies included in the fall volume 44, number 1, 2025 update. And again, I'll be bringing it to the March 9th board meeting. Letter B on number 7 is a field trip. It's also informational. Our academic decathlon students will be going to Cleveland. I looked through the information and it's all in order. That's John Carroll University on March 5th and 6th. Letter C, number 7 is looking for approval. I'm making a recommendation to approve the updates made to the 2026-27 district calendar.
Can I get a motion for item C, please?
So moved.
Ms. Sauber?
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi, Ms. DiLorenzo, Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye.
Number 7, letter D, is the 2027-28 district calendar. Recommendation made to approve the 26-27 district calendar as presented at last month's January 7th regular board meeting.
Can I get a motion for item 7D, please?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. DiLorenzo,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi, Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye.
Number 7, letter E, is the summer school program for kindergarten and grades 1 through 8. Recommendation to approve that program.
3.
1 through 3, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Can I get a motion for 7E, please?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Ms. DiLorenzo,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye.
Number 7, letter F, is a recommendation to approve the continued membership in the Ohio High School Athletic Association for the 2026-27 school year.
Can I get a motion for item 7F, please?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Ms. DiLorenzo, Ms. Kawhi, Dr. Middleton.
Aye.
And finally, letter G in this series, number 7, is a recommendation to recognize and approve Oakwood High School to participate in indoor track events during the 25-26 school year. These indoor track events will be held outside the OHSAA regulated track season. Our coaches for outdoor track will support any indoor track meets in preparation for such meets without additional compensation.
And can I get a motion for item 7B, please?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Ms. DiLorenzo, Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. All right, and then moving on to item 8, personnel items, resignation, non-renewals. Seeing as there are none, we're going to move on to item 9, personnel items, recommendations.
Yes, we'll go ahead and take number 9, letters A through J under one motion. I'll go ahead and read them. Number 9, letter A, is recommendation made to employ David Will as a van driver at level 1 for the 25-26 school year on an as-needed basis, effective February 9th, 2026, pending completion and verification of required documents. Letter B is recommendation to employ Henry Stifalino as custodian at Harmon School on the custodian pay scale level 7, effective February 9th, 2026, pending completion and verification of required documents. Letter C is recommendation to employ Molly Giernis as a long-term health assistant sub RN for the 25-26 school year, effective February 2nd, 2026. Letter D is a recommendation to approve the attached list of seasonal workers pending completion of required documents. Letter E is a recommendation to approve the following supplemental contracts and volunteers for the 25-26 school year. Letter F is recommendation made to approve the following supplemental contracts and volunteers for the 26-27 school year. It's Todd Geller for girls head soccer coach. Letter G is a recommendation made to amend a supplemental contract of David Schuster from assistant swim coach 0.75 to volunteer assistant swim coach. Letter H are the recommendations to approve the following flexible supplemental contracts for the 25-26 school years at the established rates. Letter I is the employment of the following home instructor tutors for the 25-26 school years as on an as-needed basis at the established rate. And letter J is the recommendation to approve a list of substitutes for the 25-26 school year pending completion of required documents, A through J.
Can I get a motion for items 9A through J, please?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi, Ms. DiLorenzo, Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. And that brings us to number 10. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. DiLorenzo, Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi, Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.